Close your eyes. Take a slow, gentle breath. Tonight, we leave the modern world behind. Together, we quietly travel nearly 2,000 years into the past, toward one of the greatest cities ever built, ancient Rome. Allow your thoughts to become lighter, your breathing slower, and let history gently guide you toward peaceful sleep. Far away, beyond the edge of memory, the sun begins to rise over 7 low hills. Slowly, softly, light spreads across a sleeping city. This is Rome, still hushed in the last moments of night. Imagine the sky changing color, deep blue fading into rose, then into a warm, gentle gold, the kind of light that seems to move slowly, as if it too is in no hurry at all. Beneath that light, the city begins to appear, first as shapes, then as shadows, then, quietly, as Rome itself. Picture the rooftops first, rows of red clay tiles, catching the early sun, warming slowly, one by one. Between them, thin threads of smoke rise from kitchen fires, drifting upward, unhurried, disappearing into the pale morning sky. Somewhere close, a rooster calls once, then falls silent again, as if even the animals know. This is a morning meant for stillness. Now let your eyes drift toward the center of the city, where marble catches the light. Great temples rise above the rooftops, pale stone, warmed to a soft honey color by the early sun. Their columns stand in long, calm rows, fluted, smooth, reaching upward, holding the quiet weight of the sky. These columns are carved from limestone and marble, quarried from distant hills, carried here by hands long since turned to dust, yet still they stand, steady, unmoving, patient. Perhaps you can imagine walking closer, your feet resting on smooth paving stones, warmed just slightly by the morning. Roman roads were built with great care, layers of stone beneath layers of gravel, fitted so precisely that some of these very roads would still be walked on 2,000 years later. Notice how even, how solid, the ground feels beneath you, as if the builders wanted travelers centuries later to feel exactly this same steadiness. Somewhere nearby, water moves gently. A small fountain, carved from stone, its basin catching the first light of day. Listen, can you hear it? The soft trickle, falling, pooling, falling again. Fountains like this one were fed by aqueducts, long stone channels, carrying fresh water for many miles, down from distant mountains, into the heart of the city. An extraordinary feat, built not for grandeur alone, but so that ordinary people could drink cool, clean water every single morning, just like this one. Above you, the sky continues to soften, birds begin to stir, small swallows lift from beneath red-tiled eaves, circling once, twice, then gliding toward the warmth of the rising sun. Their wings barely make a sound, just a soft rush of air, then quiet again. Somewhere in the distance, a dove calls gently, low, round, comforting, like a lullaby the city has always known. Take another slow breath and imagine the air itself, cool, clean, carrying the faint scent of stone, of dust settled overnight, of dew resting quietly on marble steps, and faintly, something warmer, bread, beginning to bake, somewhere close by. A bakery is waking before the rest of the city, its ovens glowing softly in the dim morning light. We will walk that way soon, but not yet. For now, simply breathe it in. The Roman sky continues to brighten. pale gold spreading gently across pale stone. Long shadows stretch from column to column, slowly shortening as the sun climbs higher. This is a city built from limestone, travertine, and marble, materials chosen not only for strength, but for how they hold the light. Notice how the marble seems to glow faintly from within, as if the stone itself remembers the sun from 1,000 mornings before this one. Somewhere beyond the temples, you can imagine the outline of a great amphitheatre, its curved walls rising in gentle tiers. Quiet now, empty, waiting. We will not visit it tonight. Tonight is not for crowds or spectacle. Tonight is only for quiet mornings, for markets waking slowly, for families beginning their day, for the small, gentle rhythms of ordinary life. 2,000 years ago. Picture the streets beginning to stir, just slightly. A door opens somewhere. Wooden shutters are folded back. A woman steps into a small courtyard, carrying a clay jug toward the fountain. Her sandals are quiet against the stone, her movements unhurried. Now, let us begin to walk, slowly, down toward the heart of the city, your feet moving gently over smooth, sun-warmed stone. There is no need to hurry. The city will still be here, waiting patiently, as it always has. The street narrows slightly as you descend. Tall buildings rise on either side, 3, sometimes 4 stories high, built from brick and concrete, faced with pale plaster, some painted in soft faded colors, ochre, terracotta, a gentle, weathered red, colors softened by sun and time, like an old memory, comfortable, familiar, beneath your feet. The paving stones are large and flat, fitted closely together, worn smooth by countless footsteps, countless mornings, just like this one. Notice the small raised stones set across the street, stepping stones, placed there so that on rainy days, citizens could cross without wetting their sandals, while carts could still pass, their wheels rolling neatly between the gaps. A quiet piece of thoughtful design, built for ordinary comfort. Ahead of you, the street opens gently into a small square, and here, the city is beginning to wake in earnest. Shutters folding open, wooden shop fronts unlatched, one by one, softly, like eyelids opening slowly into morning light. Take a slow breath and notice the smell drifting toward you. Warm, golden bread. A bakery sits just ahead, its stone oven glowing faintly within. The baker moves unhurried, sliding long-handled paddles into the heat, pulling out round loaves, their crusts a deep, gentle brown, dusted lightly with flour. He sets them on a wooden shelf to cool, steam rising softly, curling upward, then fading into the morning air. Further along, a fruit seller arranges her stall, woven baskets filled with figs, grapes, deep purple and dusty green, apples, small and firm, pomegranates, their thick skins catching the early light. She moves slowly, placing each piece with quiet care, as if arranging them just so might make the whole morning feel a little more beautiful. Beside her, clay jars stand in a neat row, filled with olive oil, pressed from groves beyond the city. The oil glows faintly amber in the sunlight, thick, slow-moving, precious, used for cooking, for lamps, for the gentle care of skin and hair. Nothing here is wasted. Nothing here is rushed. Somewhere close, you hear the soft clatter of wooden cartwheels. A donkey pulls a small cart loaded with clay pots, moving unhurried over the paving stones. Its driver walks alongside, humming quietly, a tune with no particular hurry to finish. The cart passes, and the street grows quiet again. Children move through the square, laughing softly, chasing one another between the stalls, their bare feet light against the stone. One child pauses, watching the baker work, eyes wide with quiet wonder, at the warm bread, the rising steam, the simple magic of an ordinary morning. Nearby, a small fountain rests in the shade of a courtyard wall, carved with a gentle, worn design, water spilling softly from a stone lion's mouth into a round basin below. A few citizens pause here, filling clay jugs, speaking quietly to one another, unhurried conversation, the kind shared only in the cool hush of early morning. Above you, look up for a moment. Balconies stretch out from the upper floors, wooden shutters painted soft blue or muted green. Small clay pots rest along the railings, herbs growing quietly in the morning sun. Rosemary, thyme, their scent drifting faintly downward, mixing gently with the smell of warm bread. Notice the architecture around you, how carefully it was built. Arched doorways, rounded and strong. Columns supporting covered walkways, offering shade from the coming midday sun. Every street corner shaped with quiet purpose, function and beauty, woven together, as if the builders believed ordinary life deserved to be beautiful too. Let your breathing slow again, in softly and out gently. Imagine the sound of the street around you, soft footsteps, distant laughter, the quiet murmur of morning greetings. Salve, spoken warmly between neighbors, a simple hello, carried on the morning air. The sun continues to rise, sliding slowly along the stone walls, warming the street a little more with every passing moment. Shadows shorten, shift, settle into the gentle shapes of mid-morning. And still, nothing here hurries, nothing here rushes. The city moves at the pace of breath and bread and bare feet on warm stone. Ahead, the street continues toward a home with a quiet The wooden door ahead stands half open, soft light spilling gently through the gap. Perhaps we may step inside. Quietly, just for a while. Imagine crossing the threshold into a small entrance hall. Cool, shaded. The noise of the street fading softly behind you. Ahead, an open courtyard welcomes the morning sun. This is the heart of a Roman home, a quiet square of open sky, surrounded by rooms on every side. In the center of the courtyard, a small pool rests beneath the open roof, catching rainwater, catching sunlight, its surface still undisturbed, reflecting the pale morning sky above. Around its edges, potted plants grow gently, small herbs, a young fig tree, its leaves moving softly in the morning air. Nearby, a family begins their day, unhurried, quiet. A father sits on a low stone bench, unrolling a papyrus scroll with careful hands, reading slowly, his lips moving faintly. As he follows each line, the scroll is soft with age, its edges gently worn, filled with words written in careful ink. Perhaps poetry, perhaps a letter from a distant friend, close by. A mother moves gently through the kitchen, a small room at the edge of the courtyard. Simple, practical. A clay oven rests in one corner, its coals glowing softly from the night before. She stirs a pot of warm porridge, made from wheat and water, sweetened lightly with honey. The scent drifts softly through the open doorway. Warm, comforting. Two children sit nearby, on a woven mat beneath the courtyard sky. One holds a small wax tablet, practicing letters with a thin wooden stylus, pressing slowly, carefully, into the soft wax. The other watches quietly, occasionally offering a soft suggestion, their voices low, unhurried, morning voices, still soft with sleep. Notice the simple furniture around the room. A low wooden table, its legs carved gently, a few clay cups resting upon it. Simple woven baskets along the wall, holding fruit, bread, small household items. Nothing extravagant, nothing rushed, just the quiet order of daily life. On the walls, soft painted patterns, deep red, warm ochre, simple geometric borders, painted with care by hands long since gone, yet still, their colours remain, gentle and warm. In the morning light, above, the courtyard opens to the sky, a rectangle of pale blue, framed by the tiled roofline. A single bird passes overhead, its shadow sliding briefly across the courtyard floor, then gone again, leaving only sunlight and quiet. The father sets down his scroll for a moment and watches his children at their letters, a soft, patient smile crossing his face. He says nothing. There is no need for words. Just this, a quiet morning, shared together. The mother brings the warm porridge to the table, setting down simple clay bowls. One by one, the family gathers slowly, sitting together in the soft morning light, sharing a simple meal, bread, porridge, a little honey, perhaps some fruit from yesterday's market. Notice how little is needed for this moment to feel complete. No grand feast, no hurried rush toward the day ahead, just warm food, familiar voices, and morning light settling gently across a quiet courtyard. Let your own breathing settle into this same quiet rhythm. In, slowly, and out, gently. Imagine the soft murmur of this family's voices, fading slowly into a gentle hum, like a lullaby without words. After the meal, the children return to their wax tablets. The father rises, rolling his scroll closed with careful hands. He will walk toward the forum soon, to speak with friends, to attend to small matters of business. But for now, he lingers a moment longer. In the quiet warmth of his own home, the mother moves toward the small garden at the courtyard's edge, kneeling gently among the herbs, her fingers brushing softly over rosemary, over mint, releasing a faint, fresh scent into the morning air. She does not hurry. The garden has always been patient. And so, this morning, she slowly, quietly, let this small, peaceful home settle into memory. The open courtyard, the soft painted walls, the warm scent of porridge and herbs, the gentle voices of a family, beginning their day, together, as families have always done, across every age, in every quiet home. Soon, we will step back out into the street, toward the markets, where the city gathers to trade and speak and share the morning together. But for now, simply rest here a moment long. Slowly, we step back out into the street, the morning sun a little higher now, warming the stone beneath your feet. Ahead, the sound of voices grows softly louder, a gentle hum, rising and falling like distant waves. The market is waking fully now. The street opens into a wide, sunlit square. Rows of wooden stalls stretch before you, covered by simple cloth awnings, striped in faded reds and creams, fluttering gently in the soft morning breeze. Imagine walking slowly between them. No need to rush, no need to choose anything at all. just to look, to listen, to breathe it all in. Here, a vegetable seller arranges her morning harvest. Cabbages, leeks, onions with papery skins, bundles of fresh herbs tied with soft twine. She calls out gently to passing neighbors, her voice warm, unhurried, familiar. Further along, a fishmonger tends his stall. Fresh catch laid carefully upon cool, damp cloth. Silver scales catching the morning light, brought in before dawn, from the nearby coast, carried quickly, so that it might still taste of the sea. Nearby, wine merchants stand beside tall clay amphorae, sealed with wax, their curved shapes resting in wooden frames, the wine within, made from grapes grown on distant hillsides, aged slowly, patiently, in cool cellars, ready now to be poured, diluted with water, as was the custom, shared gently among friends. You pass a potter's stall, rows of clay vessels, small oil lamps, simple cups, wide serving bowls, each one shaped by hand, turned slowly on a wooden wheel, fired in a warm kiln, until the clay hardened into something lasting, something useful, something quietly beautiful. Beside the potter, a weaver displays soft woolen cloth, dyed gently in muted shades, warm red from madder root, soft yellow from saffron, deep blue from woad, the fabric folded neatly, waiting patiently to become a tunic, a cloak, a blanket for a winter's night. A little further, a jeweller's small table gleams softly, simple bronze rings, delicate glass beads, strands of polished stone. Nothing extravagant, just small, quiet beauty, made for ordinary people, to wear on ordinary days. Listen now to the sounds around you, merchants calling gently, neighbors greeting one another. Salve, amice. Hello, my friend. Laughter drifting softly through the warm air. The occasional creak of a cartwheel, the soft clink of coins, exchanged quietly, without hurry. Children weave between the stalls, chasing a stray cat beneath a table, their laughter light, quickly fading into the gentle hum of the crowd. An old man sits on a low stone step, watching it all unfold, a small, contented smile resting on his face. Notice the smells drifting through the market, fresh bread from a nearby stall, the salt air of the fish stand, sweet grapes, warm spices, cinnamon, pepper, brought from lands far beyond Rome, carried across seas, to rest here now, in small wooden bowls, beneath the morning sun. Take a slow breath, and let all of it settle around you, gently, like a warm blanket of sound and scent. This market has stood here for generations, voices changing, faces changing, but the rhythm, always the same, buying, selling, speaking, laughing, the quiet heartbeat of an ancient city. As the morning stretches on, the crowd begins to soften, slowly, thinning, stalls beginning to quiet, merchants resting for a moment in the shade, wiping their brows, sharing a cup of water, a moment of stillness. Within the gentle bustle, let your own breathing slow here too. In, softly, and out, gently. Imagine the warmth of the sun resting on your shoulders as you walk slowly away from the market towards somewhere quieter now, somewhere cool, somewhere still. Ahead, a grand building rises gently above the rooftops, its walls pale and smooth, steam drifting softly from an open doorway. The Roman baths are waking too, and soon we will step inside, to rest, to soak in warm water, to let the day's small weight slowly dissolve away. But for now, simply walk on, slowly, quietly. Let the market fade gently behind you, its voices softening into memory, into peace. Ahead of you now, the great bathhouse rises quietly, its walls pale and smooth, warmed gently by the late morning sun. Steam drifts softly from an open archway, curling upward, then fading into the sky. Slowly, we step inside. The air changes the moment you enter, cooler at first, then gradually warmer, softer, carrying the faint scent of stone, of water, of quiet calm. Imagine walking through a wide entrance hall, the ceiling rising high above you, painted softly with pale blues and gentle greens. Light filters down through small openings above, falling in soft, warm beams, across a floor of smooth, patterned marble. Beneath your feet, tiny mosaic tiles form gentle patterns, waves, dolphins, soft spirals of blue and white, each tile placed by careful hands, fitted so closely together that the whole floor seems to ripple, like still water. You move first through a quiet room, cool and dim. This is the frigidarium, its air fresh, its light soft. A shallow pool rests in the center, its water still and clear, reflecting the pale ceiling above. A few citizens rest quietly at its edge, speaking in low, unhurried voices. Slowly, you move onward into a warmer room, the tepidarium. Here the air feels gentle, neither warm nor cool, simply calm, a place to pause, to let your body adjust, slowly, gradually, before moving further inward. And now, the warmest room of all, the caldarium. Steam rises softly from a wide, shallow pool, its water heated gently from below by warm air moving through hollow spaces beneath the floor. An ingenious design, built with quiet patience, so that warmth might rise evenly, softly, through the marble itself. Imagine stepping into the warm water, slowly, gently, feeling it rise around you, warm, soothing, loosening every small tension, held quietly in your shoulders, your back, your hands. Let it all soften now. Let it all dissolve into the warm, quiet water around you. Other bathers rest quietly, some speaking in soft, low tones, discussing small matters of the day. Others simply resting, eyes closed, faces calm. No hurry here, no noise, only warmth and water and quiet company. High above, sunlight filters through small windows near the ceiling, falling gently across the steam, creating soft, golden beams that drift slowly through the warm air, like quiet threads of light, connecting the pool below to the sky above. Notice the mosaics along the walls, gentle scenes of the sea, fish swimming in soft blue waves, sea nymphs resting among painted shells, each image telling a quiet story of water, of rest, of the calm, unhurried rhythm of the world. Take a slow breath and let the warm steam fill your lungs gently, in, softly, and out, slowly. Let your shoulders drop just a little further. Let your thoughts grow quiet, just as quiet as the water around you. Somewhere nearby, a gentle sound of laughter drifts through the steam, soft, distant. Two old friends, sharing a quiet joke, their voices fading gently into the warm, misty air. Slowly, the bathhouse settles into a deeper hush, the midday sun now high above the roof, its light softened by rising steam. Everything here moves slowly, breathes slowly, Rest slowly. Imagine resting here a while longer, letting the warm water hold you gently, letting every small worry drift upward with the steam and disappear quietly into the soft Roman air. When you are ready, we will step outside once more, towards somewhere quiet, somewhere filled with the soft rustle of scrolls and the gentle murmur of learning. The Roman library awaits. But for now, simply rest, simply breathe, simply let the warmth carry you gently toward an even deeper calm. Slowly, we step back out into the soft afternoon light, the warmth of the baths still resting gently on your skin. Your steps a little slower now, a little quieter. Ahead, a quiet building waits, its doorway shaded, its air still. Imagine stepping inside, into a long, cool room, sunlight falling softly through high windows, resting in warm patches across a smooth stone floor. This is a library, a quiet home for scrolls and knowledge, gathered patiently over many years. Along the walls, wooden shelves rise in careful rows, each one holding rolled scrolls of papyrus, bound gently with soft cord, labeled with small wooden tags, so that a reader might find exactly what they seek without disturbing the quiet. Around them, the air here smells faintly of dust, of dried papyrus, of ink made from soot and gum, a quiet, gentle scent, like old paper, like patient thought, settled softly into the still air. Near the center of the room, a few readers sit at long wooden tables, scrolls unrolled carefully before them, held open with small stone weights, their eyes moving slowly, line by line, following words written by hands long since resting. A teacher sits near the window, a group of young students gathered quietly around him. He speaks softly, explaining a passage of philosophy, his voice low, patient, unhurried. The students listen closely, occasionally jotting a note onto their own small wax tablets. One young student practices her letters, pressing the stylus gently into soft wax, shaping each character with quiet care, her tongue resting slightly between her lips, in careful concentration. A small, proud smile, appearing softly as each letter takes its shape. Notice the sunlight drifting slowly across the floor, moving almost imperceptibly. As the afternoon continues, dust drifts gently within the warm beams of light, tiny specks, floating, unhurried, like slow, quiet snow. Somewhere nearby, a librarian moves quietly between the shelves, carrying a scroll with careful hands, returning it gently to its proper place, her steps soft, barely a whisper, against the smooth stone floor. Take a slow breath and let the quiet of this room settle around you. There is no rush here, no noise, only the soft rustle of papyrus, the gentle scratch of a stylus, the quiet murmur of a teacher's voice. Imagine sitting for a while at one of the long tables, resting your hands gently upon the smooth wood. Perhaps you unroll a scroll of your own, its surface soft with age, its words written in careful, looping script. You do not need to read every word. Simply let your eyes rest gently upon the page. Let your thoughts slow. Let your breathing settle into the quiet rhythm of this ancient room. Outside, the afternoon sun continues its slow arc across the sky. But here, time seems to move differently, softer, slower. as if the room itself has learned patience from the scrolls it holds. The teacher's voice grows fainter now, his lesson nearing its gentle end. The students begin to roll their tablets closed, speaking softly to one another, their voices low, content, drifting quietly through the sunlit room. Slowly, let your own eyes grow heavy, just as the room around you grows quiet, the scrolls resting patiently on their shelves, the dust drifting slowly through soft light, the whole world settling gently into stillness. When you are ready, we will step outside once more, toward a quiet garden, where columns rise gently among flowers, and the soft scent of incense drifts through warm air. The temple gardens are waiting, but for now, simply rest here a little longer, in this quiet room, among old scrolls and soft afternoon light. Slowly, we leave the quiet library behind, stepping once more into the soft afternoon light, the sun now resting gently in the western sky. Ahead, a path lined with cypress trees leads upward, toward a quiet hill, where temples wait patiently. Among gardens and soft afternoon shade, imagine climbing the gentle slope, your steps slow, unhurried. The city sounds fading softly behind you, replaced gently by the quiet rustle of leaves and the distant call of birds. At the top of the hill, a temple rises before you, tall columns standing in a graceful row, pale stone glowing softly in the warm afternoon light, their surfaces smooth, carved with quiet precision, fluted from base to capital, like folds of gentle fabric, frozen forever in stone. Above the columns, a triangular pediment rests calmly against the sky, carved figures within it, softened by centuries of wind, their expressions calm, timeless. Watching quietly over the city below, you climb a few wide stone steps, smooth beneath your feet, worn gently by countless visitors before you, each one pausing here, just as you do now, to breathe, to rest, to feel small and quiet beneath something ancient. The air here carries a soft scent of incense, drifting gently from within the temple, sweet, warm, faintly smoky, rising slowly toward the pale sky above. Inside, the temple is cool and dim, sunlight falling through the open doorway in a single, soft beam, resting quietly upon the stone floor. A priest moves slowly near a small altar, his movements calm, practiced, unhurried. He lights a small offering, watching the thin smoke curl upward in gentle, unhurried spirals. Around the temple, a quiet garden unfolds, rows of cypress and laurel, soft green against the pale stone, wildflowers growing gently at their feet, white, pale yellow, soft lavender, swaying faintly. In the calm afternoon breeze, a small stone bench rests beneath a wide olive tree, its branches offering gentle shade. Perhaps you might sit here a while, resting quietly, listening to the soft rustle of leaves overhead. Birds move gently among the branches, small sparrows, hopping from limb to limb, pausing now and then to watch the quiet temple below, their songs soft, simple, woven gently into the calm afternoon air. Take a slow breath and notice how peaceful this place feels, not because it is grand, but because it is calm. A place built not for hurry, but for reflection, for quiet gratitude, for simply pausing and being still. A few other visitors move quietly through the garden, speaking in low, respectful voices, pausing occasionally to rest their hands gently upon a cool stone column, or to watch the incense smoke drift slowly toward the sky. Notice the light beginning to soften further, the sun sinking a little lower, casting long, gentle shadows across the garden path, the stone glowing warmer now, a deep, honeyed gold. Let your own breathing slow here, in softly and out, gently. Imagine the quiet stillness of this hilltop temple, settling over you like a soft, warm blanket. Soon, the afternoon will fade into evening, and we will walk together toward the quiet countryside beyond the city walls, where olive groves rest beneath a golden sky, and the day slowly begins its gentle end. But for now, simply rest here a little longer, among columns and flowers and soft, drifting incense, at peace. Slowly, we leave the quiet temple behind, descending the gentle hillside path toward the open land beyond the city walls, the afternoon sun sinking lower now, painting the sky in soft, warm colors, amber, rose, pale gold. Imagine the city gates fading behind you, the stone walls growing smaller as the road stretches gently outward into open countryside. The air changes here, softer, fresher, carrying the scent of earth and distant, sun-warmed grass. Around you, rolling hills unfold gently, covered in soft green and gold. Rows of olive trees stretch across the slopes, their silver-green leaves trembling gently in the warm evening breeze. Each tree stands a little apart from the next, planted with quiet patience, generations ago, their trunks thick, twisted gently by time, their roots reaching deep into soft, dry earth. Beneath them, the ground is scattered with fallen leaves, pale silver, soft green, rustling faintly as a gentle breeze moves through the grove. Somewhere nearby, a farmer walks slowly between the trees, checking the branches with quiet care, his pace unhurried, his movements calm. Further along, rows of vineyards climb gently up a distant hillside, vines heavy with soft, dark grapes, their leaves a deep green, catching the last warm light of day. A gentle breeze moves through them, carrying a faint, sweet scent of ripening fruit and warm summer soil. In a nearby field, sheep graze quietly, their soft wool catching the golden evening light, moving slowly, unhurried, grazing gently on soft grass, their quiet bells chiming faintly. With each small step, a soft, rhythmic sound, like a slow, gentle lullaby. Nearby, a small flock of goats rests beneath a wide fig tree, their eyes half closed, their breathing slow. Content in the day's fading warmth, wildflowers scatter gently across the hillside, soft red poppies, pale yellow blooms, small white petals swaying in the quiet evening breeze, their colors softened now by the fading golden light. A shepherd rests on a low stone wall, watching his flock with quiet patience. He hums a soft, wordless tune, its melody slow, simple, carried gently on the evening air. Take a slow breath and let the scent of this countryside settle around you. Earth, grass, ripe grapes, warm, sun-touched soil. Nothing here hurries, nothing here rushes. The countryside moves at its own gentle pace, as it always has. Somewhere in the distance, a farmhouse rests quietly among the fields, its walls pale stone, its roof simple red tile, smoke rising softly from a small chimney. A family within, preparing their evening meal, content unhurried. The sun continues its slow descent, sinking gently toward the distant hills, painting the sky in deeper shades now. Soft orange, warm rose, pale lavender, the whole countryside glowing gently in the day's final light. Notice how quiet everything has become. The soft rustle of olive leaves, the distant chime of sheep bells, the gentle hum of a shepherd's tune, all settling softly into the calm of early evening. Let your own breathing slow here, in, gently, and out, slowly. Imagine resting for a moment on the soft grass, beneath an olive tree, watching the sky slowly change color above the quiet hills. Soon, the sun will set fully, and the countryside will grow still and dark, and we will walk together, back toward the city, to watch as evening settles gently over ancient Rome. But for now, simply rest here a little longer, among olive groves and vineyards and soft, fading light, at peace. Slowly, we turn back toward the city, walking gently along the quiet road, the last light of day fading softly behind the distant hills, the sky deepening now from soft rose into gentle indigo. Ahead, the walls of Rome rise quietly in the dusk, their pale stone softened by the fading light. Torches begin to flicker gently along the gates, small warm flames, swaying softly. In the cool evening air, we pass once more through the quiet gate, back into the city. But it feels different now, softer, slower. The busy hum of the day has faded gently into evening hush. Imagine walking once more through the familiar streets, now lit by the warm, flickering glow of oil lamps, small clay lamps resting in wall niches, their flames dancing gently, casting soft, moving shadows across the pale stone walls. The market square stands empty now, its stalls closed and quiet, wooden shutters latched gently for the night. Only the soft whisper of wind moves through the square, stirring a few fallen leaves across the smooth paving stones. Somewhere above, a window glows softly with warm lamplight. A family settling in for the evening, voices low, murmuring gently, winding down toward rest. The fountains continue their quiet song, water trickling softly, falling gently into still, dark basins, reflecting the first pale stars, beginning to appear above the rooftops. Look up now. The sky has turned a deep, soft blue, scattered gently with stars. One by one, they appear, quiet and distant, watching over the sleeping city, just as they have, for thousands of years. The moon rises slowly above the temple on the hill, pale and round, its soft light spilling gently across marble columns, turning them a gentle silver, the whole hilltop glowing softly beneath the quiet night sky. Along the street, most doors are closed now, families resting quietly within, children already asleep, wrapped in soft woolen blankets, their breathing slow, even peaceful. An old man walks slowly home, his sandals soft against the stone, carrying a small oil lamp, its flame flickering gently, guiding him through the quiet dark. Somewhere distant, a dog barks once, then falls silent again. The city settling further into its evening hush. The gentle wind moves softly through empty streets, carrying the faint scent of dying cook fires, of cool stone, of night jasmine blooming quietly in some hidden courtyard. Take a slow breath and imagine this whole city, slowly, gently, falling asleep around you, one rooftop at a time, one quiet room at a time. The fountains continue to whisper softly, their voices the only sound now, in streets once filled with morning laughter, now resting, still, peaceful, above the rooftops. The stars continue to gather, filling the sky slowly, like small, quiet lanterns, watching gently over a city at rest. Let your own breathing slow even further now. In, softly, and out, gently. Imagine yourself standing quietly in this sleeping city, wrapped in cool night air and soft moonlight. Soon, we will find a quiet place to rest and let this ancient city carry us gently into sleep. But for now, simply stand here a little longer, beneath the stars, listening to fountains and distant wind and the soft, steady breath of a city finally at peace. Slowly, very slowly now, let ancient Rome settle gently around you. One final time, imagine the moon resting high above the sleeping city, pale and quiet, its soft light falling gently across silent rooftops, across empty streets, across marble columns, standing patient in the dark. The streets are empty now. Only moonlight moves through them, sliding slowly along the stone, like a soft, silver breath. Somewhere, a gentle breeze stirs the olive trees beyond the city walls, their leaves whispering softly, a quiet lullaby, older than memory, older than Rome itself. The fountains continue their soft song, water falling gently into still, dark basins, a quiet rhythm, unbroken, unhurried, flowing softly through the night. Above you, the stars shine on, quiet, patient, watching gently over a city finally at rest, just as they have watched over countless nights before this one. Every family is asleep now. Every lamp has dimmed. Every voice has grown quiet. Only the moon, only the stars, only the soft whisper of wind remain awake, standing gentle watch, and slowly, softly, history itself begins to fade, like mist rising quietly from a still pond. Rome grows quiet, distant, softening gently into memory. You do not need to hold on to anything now. Simply let it drift. Let the temples, the fountains, the olive groves, the warm bread, the gentle voices, all soften gently into quiet stillness. Let your own breathing slow completely now. In, softly, and out, gently, deeper and deeper still. Feel your body growing heavier, softer, sinking gently into rest, just as this ancient city has sunk gently into its own quiet night. There is nowhere else you need to be, nothing else you need to do. Only this, only rest, only the soft, endless quiet of a moonlit night, 2,000 years old, and still, somehow, here with you now. Let the stars above Rome become the stars above you. Let the quiet streets become your own quiet mind. Let the soft flowing fountains become your own slow, steady breath. Sleep peacefully. May your dreams be gentle. Good night. Slowly, we turn back toward the city, walking gently along the quiet road, the last light of day fading softly behind the distant hills, the sky deepening now from soft rose into gentle indigo. Ahead, the walls of Rome rise quietly in the dusk, their pale stone softened by the fading light. Torches begin to flicker gently along the gates, small warm flames, swaying softly in the cool evening air. We pass once more through the quiet gate, back into the city. But it feels different now. Softer, slower. The busy hum of the day has faded gently into evening hush. Imagine walking once more through the familiar streets, now lit by the warm, flickering glow of oil lamps. Small clay lamps resting in wall niches, their flames dancing gently, casting soft, moving shadows across the pale stone walls. The market square stands empty now, its stalls closed and quiet, wooden shutters latched gently for the night. Only the soft whisper of wind moves through the square, stirring a few fallen leaves across the smooth paving stones. Somewhere above, a window glows softly with warm lamplight. A family settling in for the evening, voices low, murmuring gently, winding down toward rest. The fountains continue their quiet song, water trickling softly, falling gently into still, dark basins, reflecting the first pale stars, beginning to appear above the rooftops. Look up now. The sky has turned a deep, soft blue, scattered gently with stars. One by one, they appear, quiet and distant, watching over the sleeping city, just as they have for thousands of years. The moon rises slowly above the temple on the hill, pale and round, its soft light spilling gently across marble columns, turning them a gentle silver, the whole hilltop glowing softly beneath the quiet night sky. Along the streets, most doors are closed now, families resting quietly within, children already asleep, wrapped in soft woolen blankets, their breathing slow, even peaceful. An old man walks slowly home, his sandals soft against the stone, carrying a small oil lamp, its flame flickering gently, guiding him through the quiet dark. Somewhere distant, a dog barks once, then falls silent again. The city settling further into its evening hush. The gentle wind moves softly through empty streets, carrying the faint scent of dying cookfires, of cool stone, of night jasmine blooming quietly in some hidden courtyard. Take a slow breath and imagine this whole city, slowly, gently, falling asleep around you, one rooftop at a time, one quiet room at a time. The fountains continue to whisper softly, their voices the only sound now, in streets once filled with morning laughter, now resting, still, peaceful, above the rooftops. The stars continue to gather, filling the sky slowly, like small, quiet lanterns, watching gently over a city at rest. Let your own breathing slow even further now. In, softly, and out, gently. Imagine yourself standing quietly in this sleeping city, wrapped in cool night air and soft moonlight. Soon, we will find a quiet place to rest and let this ancient city carry us gently into sleep. But for now, simply stand here a little longer, beneath the stars, listening to fountains and distant wind and the soft, steady breath of a city finally at peace. Slowly, very slowly now, let ancient Rome settle gently around you. One final time, imagine the moon resting high above the sleeping city, pale and quiet, its soft light falling gently across silent rooftops, across empty streets, across marble columns, standing patient in the dark. The streets are empty now. Only moonlight moves through them, sliding slowly along the stone, like a soft, silver breath. Somewhere, a gentle breeze stirs the olive trees beyond the city walls, their leaves whispering softly, a quiet lullaby, older than memory, older than Rome itself. The fountains continue their soft song, water falling gently into still, dark basins, a quiet rhythm, unbroken, unhurried, flowing softly through the night. Above you, the stars shine on, quiet, patient, watching gently over a city finally at rest, just as they have watched over countless nights before this one. Every family is asleep now. Every lamp has dimmed. Every voice has grown quiet. Only the moon, only the stars, only the soft whisper of wind remain awake, standing gentle watch, and slowly, softly, history itself begins to fade, like mist rising quietly from a still pond. Rome grows quiet, distant, softening gently into memory. You do not need to hold on to anything now. Simply let it drift. Let the temples, the fountains, the olive groves, the warm bread, the gentle voices, all soften gently into quiet stillness. Let your own breathing slow completely now. In, softly, and out, gently, deeper and deeper still. Feel your body growing heavier, softer, sinking gently into rest, just as this ancient city has sunk gently into its own quiet night. There is nowhere else you need to be, nothing else you need to do. Only this, only rest, only the soft, endless quiet of a moonlit night, 2,000 years old, and still, somehow, here with you now. Let the stars above Rome become the stars above you. Let the quiet streets become your own quiet mind. Let the soft flowing fountains become your own slow, steady breath. Sleep peacefully. May your dreams be gentle. Good night.